Gentlemen, I'm 60 years old. I'm a homeless man. So let's come down here. There's a lot of people down here to help me out. I gotta take my cut, but I try to get some good luck.
Lose the job. If you have a good job and you lose the job, then you can't pay rent, so they gotta put you out.
My favorite memories was when I had a job, and I was doing landscaping, cutting grass along the highway with my parents' dad, and the house went back to the bank, left me out on the street, homeless and in despair.
Well, people outgrow their jobs. There's mental illness. There's depression. There's physical handicaps.
We suffer from a lot of things from being on the street. Paranoia, loneliness, lack of nutrition, which causes schizophrenia, bipolar. God knows, I got them all. And they call it life.
I started working here at Fatima Barbershop when I was 17 years old. And this guy right here, he gave me a chance to cut hair. And I cut hair for the homeless because I know how it feels to be homeless. Me and my family are from a small town in South Carolina. And it's very poverty-stricken and stuff, man. And we moved up here to Virginia and we didn't know anyone. And I used to have to live at different people's houses. Sometimes me and my family used to have to sleep in a car or bus station or wherever we could find. So I know how it feels. So that's why, man, I wish somebody would have came and gave me a free haircut. My first customer was ex-con. He had just got out of jail for 15 years. I was walking up and he saw me with the bag of clippers in my hand and he said, hey, what you doing here? I said, I'm here to cut your hair today. Why? Come on with me. So I was talking to him, doing a haircut, and he, was telling me how his brother passed away and he got killed, and that's why he ended up going to jail, and I gave him a sweatshirt, and he still wears my sweatshirt to this day.
Free haircuts, free food, free clothes. They don't want a home. They prefer being outside. I either go into a shelter, you go into a shelter, you get free food. You get free food, you get free place to stay, and you get free clothes.
The goal of Central Union Mission as a spiritual organization or faith-based organization is to share the gospel. We want to introduce people to Christ. We want to help them then become disciples and help them grow. But the bigger opportunity here is that we put our faith into action. And so we want to help the poor, the hurting people of Washington, D.C. We start with our ministry to men. And we take the man off the street through our shelter, and we provide housing, food, stability for him. Then we have programs, the highlight of which is our spiritual transformation program, where we help them to get back on their feet. But we also have to look after people who are not necessarily homeless, but needy people. And we spend far more of our effort feeding and clothing the poor than we do the actual homeless. And so much of the food that we share goes to families who otherwise would have nothing to eat.
One of the things that we do with students is we take them on mission trips. We go to different parts of the country and the world and try to help meet people's physical needs, but also encourage them emotionally and spiritually. And one of the trips that we've been doing for years and years is taking students to Washington, D.C. to spend a week in the city, seeing the kind of need that there is just a few miles away from home, and also being able to see how they can impact that and meet needs of people, but also encourage them and give them hope at the same time. So one of those things that we often end up doing on those DC trips are working with organizations or ministries that directly impact the lives of homeless men, women, and children. So we spend a lot of time working in shelters or soup kitchens, or actually just out on the streets talking to the homeless, we'd help to either make meals or serve meals. At the same time that we take them a meal, we really try to have a conversation with them, to get to know them, to hear their story, maybe offer some encouragement or some hope. I think it's important for them to be reminded that they have value, for them to be treated with dignity and respect. And in the Bible, we see that there's a clear instruction and command for us to not only believe in Jesus Christ, but to live that faith out by caring for others.
My faith in God is that I'm on a quest to go to the better place at the end. I have to prepare myself, and I got to have a friend in Jesus in order to get there. I got to keep my eyes focused on the bigger prize.